know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Cat and mouse vipers. Giant child-snatching vipers are terrorizing New Orleans, pulling children from their homes in the middle of the night in their eagerness to take on human trafficking in the city. Cat and mouse find themselves in the thick of it. Crime, action, drama with a smattering of superheroics. Now, like Roland Mann said, our head honcho here at Silverline, go do some backing, and we appreciate your support.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine and never, ever woke.
In the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
When we started doing the Saturday draw stream, it was, I had a new co-host. I had Levi, and Levi wanted to do more draw streams, so we added a couple draw streams to the menu. But it's like I don't have him for the. Oh, don't worry, Matt Overlord. You're here. I just hadn't brought you in yet.
Hey, thanks.
I'm just trying to set up this show here. Okay. Basically, I wasn't able to find a regular co-host to continue a Saturday draw stream.
Okay.
Now, if I find a regular co-host that wants to come out and draw on Saturdays, then we can, just go back to doing the draw stream again. But so I just figured we'd just do a hangout, see who wants to come out, hang out. Nobody does, but I can always find something else to do with my Saturdays.
I understand. Well, I should be around more than like the last couple weeks. I was busy with the election here in Wisconsin, so I wasn't around.
Yeah, I know. I had a lot of friends that live up there that were working over that weekend. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was even a couple weekends ahead of that, because I live in the middle of woods. Trying to cover area, I would have to do a certain area, a weekend.
Right.
So, but anyway, blah blah blah. That's all in the past.
Yeah, it's over. We're back to regular again, or back to business as usual, however it goes.
Yeah. So, yeah, at least I should be around. If you hold these on Saturdays, I should be around more.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to stop. I just don't have a co-host. I don't draw.
Yeah,
So,
I don't either. I'm a writer.
you see what I'm saying? So hosting a draw stream in the first place has always been, I never felt like I'm the guy that should be doing this. And I've always tried to have an actual artist out here with me. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be here and field the comments and stuff like that and be the comic relief, but I'm not an artist. And if there's nobody out here drawing, there's no purpose in doing a draw stream.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just a bunch of kooks writing in the background that aren't talking to each other.
I mean, I love doing the draw streams. The Sunday draw stream we've been doing it for 4 years. I don't want to stop doing draw streams, but at the same time, the only reason we started doing the Saturday and Tuesday ones was because I had a artist co-host that wanted to do them. Okay. I'm not taking something away from anybody. I'd love to keep doing them, but I have to have somebody out here that actually wants to draw.
Fair enough. Even if this doesn't happen, I'm glad we did this just so I could get my microphone working.
If nothing else, it was a good test. Right?
See,
So,
that is actually the whole purpose. Is you just showed up to help me with my microphone. Thank you so very much.
so I just dropped a link. If anybody wants to jump in here and hang out, or if people want to come in here and draw, that would be so much better. But uh, I mean, I can always just use it for a show to pimp all my other shows. But how boring would that be? You know what I mean?
Nah, I completely understand. And I mean, yeah, especially because like Saturday midday, if people have families, they're probably out and about and blah blah blah.
Well, I mean, that's it. Look, I could use Saturday for golf day.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have to see what I'm saying. I don't have to be out here. I was doing this for the artists that want to come out and draw.
Okay.
It's not.
Well,
I could be.
What time are the Sunday shows?
The Sunday shows at 1:00 Eastern.
Same time. Okay.
No, it's 2:00. This one starts at 2.
Oh, okay. So
Sundays would be an hour earlier.
Okay, so that would be noon my time. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And I mean, look, like I say, I love doing this, but I'm not doing it for me. I don't have no art to show off or sell or promote.
I completely understand. But if anything, it was nice to meet you. It was nice to finally show up.
I mean, look, you've been in the chat a few times. I know who you are, or basically where you came from.
Yeah. Well, the other times I only showed up for like a minute or two because my connection. Like this is the time I'm using my laptop. I was trying to use my phone before, and the connection was awful. I would show up for like maybe a minute and then would disconnect. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, excuses, blah blah blah.
Look, everybody has the tech issues. I mean, that happens to everybody.
Yeah, but I don't want to be known as that guy that just shows up and goes like, "Oh my gosh, my car broke down, my dog got sick, and ate my homework and blah blah blah." I don't want to be that dude.
That's funny because we have people that are regulars. Like I love Q, but Q 50% of the time has that mic crackle.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, and he's in the Netherlands. It's not like you can go, "Hey man, you need to fix that," because it could be anything between here and there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a hardware issue. It could be lost in translation.
Yeah, just the distance, and I understand.
Yeah, it's the other side of the freaking earth. So if it crackles a little bit, that could be anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, he'd get kicked out all the time.
Okay.
It's like he'd just lose the connection. So we started counting how many times Q would get kicked out during the show. So yeah. Dustin, what's up, brother? Link is in the chat. If you want to jump in here, it's just a hangout, bro. Just a hangout.
See, we just have to like hang out and wait. People will show up.
So Josh, yeah, man, we're just, like I said, I mean, I could always just dump the Saturday stuff and take my ass to the golf course.
So I write, and I was looking for like a group that like hang out and like keep me in front of the desk and writing instead of going to the golf course.
No, see, I only like went golfing like 4 times last year.
Really?
I mean, I had some physical issues that I was dealing with. I had to wait to they actually told me that golfing could be making my problem worse.
Oh gosh.
So I had to stop until I had surgery. And now I want to go out and find out if it's fixed.
Okay. Where are you located?
I'm in Southwest Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really? The weather's that nice there?
Dude, it's freaking, we ain't had no snow on the ground in a while.
We still have snow here. In fact, like We just had like another 2 inches of snow about 3 days ago.
Where are you at up there?
I'm like way up against the UP border.
Dude,
Just like,
see,
just like a hop, skip, and a jump south of Ironwood.
my stepfather's family is from Rhinelander.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've been
So
up. Yeah.
go ahead.
The home of the Hodag, man.
Yeah, the Hodags.
Yeah.
And the Upers. Yeah, it's nice up here, but man, if you want a place that's like isolated with like nothing, I mean, I live in a cabin, and like last year, we had a really bad snowstorm. It's like snow season, and I think I saw like maybe 7 people that entire year. I saw like more like deer and wolves and coyotes and a couple bears. I have like pictures. A bear came like right up on my porch and like was peeking in the window.
Nice. See that I love that. That would be
Yeah.
it'd be like my jam, dude.
Yeah, it's nice. It's peaceful and quiet, but the only problem is the internet up here is I have to like drive like 20 minutes to an hour to find a place with decent internet.
Yeah, you gotta have that. You gotta have that Starlink.
Yeah, but see, I'm renting. I don't own my house as I rent, and I don't think my landlord would be happy if I drilled a bunch of holes in his building to put up, because I have like a bunch of trees around the cabin. So I would have to get that dish over those trees to get a signal. So I'd have to put up like a tower that's like 30 feet or something.
Just put a tower up.
I think my landlord would kill me.
Well, see, that's where Starlink would come straight down out of the sky, though. You wouldn't have to.
Yeah, but I guess you need like a certain like tilt to it because it's it goes around the earth. But whatever.
Well, I mean, he's putting them everywhere though, so that you don't have to have that seasonal tilt or whatever. So that just by the time he's done, you'll probably be able to get just anywhere. That's the whole purpose.
Yeah. Well, my plan is my plan for like 2025 is to start making enough books and stuff to sell that I will be able to like live off of it.
Yeah. That's everybody's dream.
Yep.
The indie creative market is very saturated.
It is very saturated.
Very saturated. Everybody's got a story to tell.
Yeah.
Who's got a marketing campaign that works?
Yeah, that's the thing, is how to stand out against go ahead.
If you don't have a name, you got to create a name.
Yeah.
I mean, now, do you create a name by going out on the internet and shouting? You create a name by creating good product, but then again, you can have the best product in the world if nobody ever sees it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You have to have a marketing campaign that is going to get your stuff seen a lot. And I just don't know what's working anymore, man. You know what I mean?
That is why I wanted to hang out with you people, because I'm hoping to get some ideas.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the master of the Thunder Nerds himself, Mr. White.
How's it going?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
He looks like he wants to go golfing too. See?
Yeah.
See?
Just chilling. Pretty tired.
Dude, I know that. I'm pretty wiped out, man. I mean, you guys know I'm out here all day. I'm doing stuff all day, every day. Get up pretty early and I get started at it. And then sometimes I get distracted by stupid online. But, I try to bring it back before showtime and get back to earth. Because some of them wackos so far out there that you can't reach them. What the hell happened to him? Come back here. Where are you going? Oh, we lost him. He lost his connection.
Oh boy, am I next? Oh no,
So what's up with you, Dustin?
not much, man. Just chilling, hanging out with my mom. We're cleaning up the house and just, chilling out, man.
Um, I didn't catch the end of your show last night. What movies? I think you said something about Val Kilmer next week or something.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing the. Hang on, I gotta look it up because I don't even remember.
And then he kicks himself offline. Okay. I know one of them is Tombstone. I forget what the other one is. I forget. What was
Ghost in the Darkness.
it? The Ghost in the Darkness. Yes, yes. Now look, if we play Tombstone on movie night, I'm just gonna sit there and quote it the whole time. So we'll probably do the other one because I don't think I've seen that.
Okay.
Right? Where is it playing?
That's kind of hard. I gotta figure that out still.
Okay,
It's
I'll
not
consult my
streaming anywhere
Roku.
that I can find.
I will consult my Roku search because if it's anywhere on Roku, they'll tell me, and then I'll go from there. Figure out if I can get it or not. But Tombstone, man, come on!
I've never seen it.
You've never seen it?
Really? Oh my gosh, that's a great movie.
Oh my God, dude, it's like my favorite movie. It's like that and Breakfast Club. Yeah, that's how far apart they are. Those are like my favorite movies. There's Tombstone, Val Kilmer. What he did as Doc Holliday, nobody will ever do. It's like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yep.
It's like that. Nobody's ever going to do that. It's never going to be. Nobody is ever going to do Doc Holliday better than Val did.
Right.
It was crazy what he did with that role, dude. And somebody asked him what it was like working with him on Tombstone, and he said, "I don't know. I never got to meet him." And they're like, "What do you mean you never got to meet him?" And I only got to meet Doc Holliday because he was in character the whole time he was shooting, not just on set. He lived the part of Doc Holliday for weeks. You know, he said, "I don't know. I only know Doc Holliday." Man. I'd like to know Doc Holliday. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That was definitely that was somebody who just went out of his head to do a role. And then he did it again in The Doors. He played Jim Morrison like that, where it was Jim Morrison. It wasn't Val Kilmer. That's the kind of actors I like. People that are dedicated to their craft and not their image on social media.
Yeah.
Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, she can learn something from Val. She can play the part. Shut up. Oh, where we lost Dustin now? What the hell's going on with this StreamYard thing? He was on his phone. All it takes is to hit the wrong button once. Poof. You're gone.
That's okay. Hey, I'm not going to say anything because it just dropped me a couple minutes ago. So I'm the last person to freaking throw stones.
Yeah, you can't touch your phone if you're using your phone on StreamYard.
No, I'm using my laptop, but I did move my laptop a little bit I could do some work while we're talking. And I guess I bumped the microphone and it cut out.
All you gotta do is bump anything. Boop, you're gone.
Yep. I am learning this hard way. So yeah, it's a shame that Val Kilmer passed because man, he was have you ever seen Top Secret?
No, I haven't seen that either.
Oh my gosh, watch that. It's done by the Zucker brothers, who are the same guys who did the Naked Gun movies.
Oh, okay. It's a comedy.
Yeah, so it's the same kind of comedy. And oh my gosh, that movie is so funny. It's like a war movie and 50s. It combines two 50s genres: the World War II movie and the Beach Blanket Bingo style movie, which you think would be two things that you could not combine, but they did, and it is funny.
I did. I just dropped the link over there and peeled. If there's anybody over there wants to join us, we're just hanging out.
Yeah. Shoot the shit while I get some work done.
Josh wants to get his hunting license.
Really?
What are you gonna get? What do you want to hunt, Josh? What do you want to hunt?
I don't see him in here.
I see what you were talking about, seeing bears and wolves and stuff. See where we're at, we got deer and coyotes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, coyotes. Yeah.
And,
Yep.
we had deer running through right here through our yard sometimes.
Mhm.
It's like we're in between a couple of lakes that are. It's basically a migratory run.
Yeah.
They run up and down through here all the time, man. It's like,
Isn't that nice? It's nice seeing like more deer than people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be out walking and I'll just see one and I'll just stop and take my camera out and film it and talk to it. Hey, how you doing? Don't mind me. I'm just walking by. I ain't gonna fuck with you. Go on, eat your grass.
Isn't that nice? Freaking. Just I don't know.
But now don't catch me once the hunting season starts.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But
I've only seen one or two of them big bucks run through here though. Usually it's the does and their fawns after they do their thing,
Yeah. I've only seen even up here, I've only seen like a handful of buck in like all the years I've been up here. So
it's like they're good at hiding, man. They're bigger, but they're good at hiding.
Well, it is what it is.
So what kind of book are you working on? You say you're writing something. What are you writing?
Sorry, like when I write, my brain's like, okay, so if you look up this, oops, probably help if oh my gosh. So I ask you to type something, I look something up, and I freaking type it wrong. David, you fucking moon. Dave. Let's see. Okay. So I did this, it's this huge choose your own adventure book. It's like 500 pages.
Really?
And it's like thick like a phone book. And I did that like a couple years ago, and people have been asking me to write a sequel to it forever. So I'm finally working on that. And so I used to work in the game industry, but I was living in China. And so I was in China when COVID started. So I fled there, and I fled to of all places I fled to Ukraine because my family is Polish Ukrainian. And so I was working there for a couple years until the war started, and then I fled back to America. So I've had every possible delay on this goofy book for years.
Dude.
But
you just let I don't even think there's a quantable number on how many questions I have for you right now.
Go for it, because people ask me stuff as soon as I find that out. And I have pictures of I was on one of the last planes out of China before lockdown.
Oh, shit.
And there was only one airport terminal working, and so there's this big, huge, long line of people. It was like escape. It was like a zombie movie. There were people coming up and offering me thousands of dollars to buy my plane ticket because nobody knew what COVID was at this time.
Right.
And people were like, "Oh, I'll buy your plane ticket. I'll buy your plane ticket." I was like, "Hell no."
Dude.
So I have pictures of that somewhere. I don't have any pictures of fleeing the war though, because I was in Lviv at the time. Luckily, I was on the west side of the country. But and luckily I was at the train station, not the airport, because the airport got hit with a missile. And it's like it's only like maybe like about a mile away from like the train station. So we're standing on the platform waiting for the train to show up, and we see the fucking airport like explode, and we were like, "Oh my god!" It was like it's surreal. It was like the most surreal thing you ever saw.
Dude. Oh, wow. Let's go back to China for a minute.
Okay.
What the fuck? Look, we got sick in November of 19.
Okay.
Our whole house, everybody in the house got sick. I had something that I couldn't shake for weeks. Right?
Okay.
Then we started hearing about COVID. Then spring came and they started shutting everything down and closing everything down. And it was like, I think we had already had it. Like in November of 19.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to figure out the timeline here because I know that things were fucked up in China way before they actually started talking about them.
Yeah, COVID actually started in China around like August of 2019.
Yeah, see, I knew it. That shit was brought here before they ever knew it was happening.
Yeah.
I knew that. See, I just needed somebody to, somebody that was there
and
to tell me I was right,
And I didn't flee until, because at first people were just talking like it was just like a bad flu bug going around. And it was down in I was up in Beijing, which was like the northern part of the country, because China's like a little bit smaller than the United States, but it's pretty equivalent size.
Yeah.
And so imagine so you're in like the south of Michigan, and you hear about a disease breakout down in Georgia. You get worried, but you're like, you don't do anything about it. But then it starts spreading and spreading and spreading. And that's when like things got crazier. About the end of the year, it's like right after Christmas.
Yeah.
When I left.
Yeah. I kind of knew that it was here long before anybody decided to shut anything down. I knew I had it because they were talking about it. And I was like, I just had that. Everything they were talking about, all the symptoms, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I just had that. That's just already here, guys. You're not, you're behind.
It was.
All right, we got somebody backstage. I got to play an intro.
Welcome back, Q. It's a pleasure to see you again, my old friend.
Stand up for your right. Yeah. Don't give up the fight.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
And crawl under the bed, I emerge. What's up, y'all?
Hey there. I like that.
How you doing?
That Star Trek intro. It's pretty awesome.
Doc made that one. Q lives in the Netherlands.
Hey,
Greetings.
how's it going? I've heard nothing but great things about you.
Yeah, what do you think of that, Q? Nothing but great things about me. Yeah.
That's
it's
cool.
like when you're a nice guy and you always have nice things to say, and everybody likes you.
Cool.
That's why only half the people like me.
Oh my God. Then I'm fucking doomed.
You see what I'm saying? That's why only half the people like me, because I say what's on my mind, and half of them don't like it.
That's okay.
What can I tell you? We're all see. A couple things I want to cover today in this just little hangout thing. I always hear people talking about the First Amendment and freedom of speech and how they're allowed to say whatever they want to say. And this is a complete truth. You are allowed to say whatever you want to say up to a point wherein the government sets the limits, right? They
Okay.
shout fire in a crowded theater.
I have a comment about that, but
Well,
I'll wait
I'm
till
not
you're
done.
done.
I'm not done. The whole thing though is that the First Amendment does not protect you from the court of public opinion. It protects you from the government prosecuting you for things you may say. That's all it protects you from the government. It does not protect you from the court of public opinion and what other people may think of you.
That is exactly what I was going to add. Is if you read it carefully, the freedom of speech is the freedom to speak responsibly. If you read it close, that doesn't mean you get to be a dick.
Well, I mean, you can, but you're still a victim now to the court of public opinion. This is what I'm saying. There's no, your free speech is protected from how people are going to react to the things you say. It's not. It's protected from the government prosecuting you for the things you may say. Okay, but it doesn't protect. Look, something I say is not protected from Dustin having his opinion about it. You see, he's allowed to say whatever he wants about what I said. Now, I might not like it. He might not like what I said. That's that. But freedom of speech is being able to say those things. The government is what the First Amendment applies to, not to each other, not to StreamYard, not to Facebook. It doesn't apply. It applies to the government not being able to prosecute you for the things you may say on those platforms.
It's garbage, all garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it's just people got to understand, your First Amendment does not protect you from the court of public opinion. People are going to rip you for the things you say. I know they rip me for the things I say. Hi, Munchkin.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. What was that?
Did you tell her that the game funded and that she's going to get one?
Yeah, the game funded.
Yay!
Yes. We're going to be able to play that game again. You're going to set it up at your house, and we're going to film it and play it.
What
We're going to watch you guys actually move your little snails and stuff. Think of that.
Oh my gosh, I was a child. I thought that voice was Dustin.
Right.
I was like, what the heck kind of freaking weird ass hangout do you guys have here?
If you ever hear me talking about munchkins, there's a child present.
I see that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we all have to act accordingly because we love the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, you should tell me that like there's kids here because I was in another window working on my stuff and I gotta watch my language now.
Yes, that's why it's a munchkin alert. That's why
Yep. Thanks for the heads up.
And yeah, Q, Mr. Q.
Yo,
Mr. Q.
Mr. Pops.
Can you move the black tray and pull that up close before you start working on it and give everybody a nice close look at it?
Sure.
Can you do that?
Hold up.
Excited for the game.
Hold up a bit.
Are you actually working on a She-Hulk comic?
Yep. Actually, a She-Hulk cover. It's just a page by page of a different heroes. So what I did is just make any particular superheroes from Marvel. That's adding, for example, old school movies inspired. For example, I'll give you one example. This one is inspired from the 2000 film, from a 1999 or 2000 film called The Dream of Rec Room. And I thought, hey, I could add that as a layout and add with a superhero in it with a little bit of our awesome mascot, Crom, in it, for example.
That's
if
awesome.
you look carefully, Crom was standing on the rooftop of the neighborhood of San Francisco and did his business.
Yep, he's peeing off the side of the building. That's silly.
P in alphabetical. That's only something a bad comic character would do. Remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's his own way of his business transaction.
Yeah, he's just signing the contract.
Another example for the old school of films references. I'll give you an example for this. If look for this one is Cable, inspired from the Blade Runner.
That's cool.
Okay, so look at it. So who's that guy over here? That would be Kang. That's Kang the Conqueror. Now I thought for a story like this would be awesome, the fight between Cable and Kang fighting each other in this time travel loop. I go, oh, that would be badass.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much so. So right now I'm busy with for She-Hulk, and then that's Namor, just in case what it is. And once I'm done with She-Hulk, the next one will be Blade. And what would we look like is a mixture of Blade, obviously in it, with the another old school horror as a reference would be Exorcist.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The Blade. Oh, wait a minute. Blade / Exorcist. I might have to roll this around for a minute.
Something like that.
All right.
So,
okay. I think I got it figured out. All right.
All right, I gotta bounce. I'll see you guys later.
All right, Dustin.
Yeah.
all right, Dustin.
See ya.
Tomorrow night, on It's Freaking Figures. You'll catch Dustin, Zombie, and I'll be bringing you the world of action figures.
Yeah. Good
10:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on Madness.
Yeah, boy.
All right. What is up, Christy? Hi, Christy. Christy.
What's up, Christy?
Christy, we may have to change the Flip City collab to the last Sunday of the month because I just don't get enough people coming in here to draw on Saturdays, and it's not serving the collaboration well enough. I think the Sunday show has more people know about it, they've been following it longer, and I just think that would probably be the better way to go since I don't have Levi as a co-host here bringing all his friends. So I think we may move it to Sunday, the last Sunday of the month. We'll see what happens. Just giving you a heads up.
It's okay. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, Levi kind of created that Saturday draw stream, and just noticed that as soon as he was gone, it lost. Everybody's here. Can I tell you? They were here for. They was here for Levi.
I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
He was my previous co-host for the draw stream.
What happened to him?
Well, he just, he just needed to step back. It wasn't anything.
Oh, just real life gets in the way. Okay. Yeah, that happens.
Exactly. And it's just that he was the draw. It was his show. He created the draw stream on Saturday. It wasn't. I didn't. He did. It's his show. It's like I'm over here, and I was hoping that we could keep it going. But I just. Hi, Christy. What's up? What's up,
Christy?
I just wanted to stop in and hang out.
You can do that.
We can dig it.
Did you hear everything I just said?
I was listening to YouTube, and then it crossed over, and also I was putting my headphones on. I've heard on and off what you were saying. about Levi and how maybe we're cutting Saturday as well because nobody's showing up because they only love Levi and nobody else. And
no, I say he created the Saturday show. It was his show. You see what I'm saying? He's not here, and it's like it just seems like a lot of people ain't showing up. It's like it seems like they was here because they love Levi.
Well, it is also just a transitionary period right now. So, I mean, I totally get your predicament though, Pops. So whatever you feel is best, of course.
Look, if I had a co-host that was out here drawing from the beginning of the show, and then other artists came in too, like the way we always do it, then it works. If I'm out here by myself when the show starts and there's no artists here, it's not a drawstream. You see what I'm saying? If I don't have a co-host, an artist that's a co-host that we can start the show showing art, it's not a drawstream. So
yeah, I see Q here.
Yes, he got here about hour after we started.
You're holding the fort down, buddy.
Yeah, but see, I mean, I just changed it to a Saturday hangout because I don't want to pressure people into coming and drawing. For me, it's like, look, I do these things so you guys can get seen. I don't do it for me. I don't have art to promote or whatever. It's like I do these streams to help you guys get seen. If you don't show up, there's not much more I can do. I'm offering the platform. That's but I know the Sunday show. We've been doing it for 4 years. There's always somebody there when the show starts, and it always ends up being 5, 6, 7, 8 people in here hanging out, drawing, doing stuff. If it serves Flip City collaboration better to be doing it on the Sunday show where we know people gonna be, I'd rather change your collaboration to the last Sunday of the month.
Well, let's do that then.
That's what I was basically how I started this conversation was I think we need to because there's more people that tune in. We've been doing that show longer. The Saturday one we've only been doing it for a couple months. It doesn't have any history, And like I said, I think the draw was Levi, bless his heart. Yeah, I think he's the one that people come out here to hang out with on Saturday.
Yes. Yeah, well, if you think that is best, we will do that. And I will all I have to do is change
we'll
the
switch it up for the
thumbnail.
next. We'll switch it up for the next quarter. We won't mess up the way you got it right now. Okay.
Oh, for the next quarter, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we only have one left in this quarter, so
we'll go ahead and do that one on Saturday. We won't make you have to change all your stuff.
It's really not a big deal. It's all in Canva, and it's pretty easy to edit stuff over there. So that would be the 26th if it's Saturday. But if you want to change it to Sunday, totally not a problem with me. I'm just trying to get a couple more people to participate.
We might even make it a weekend thing for the collaboration. The last weekend of the month on the Saturday and Sunday show. If the Saturday show continues to go. You see what I'm saying? Maybe we'll make it the Flip City weekend. And we can collab on both Saturday and Sunday the last weekend of the month.
Oh.
See, I want it to grow. So if the Saturday show survives and we keep doing a hangout even on Saturday, then moving forward into the next quarter, into the next issue, we will do the Flip City weekend.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's the other thing too. I think I'm going to see if I can get a couple of our regular contributors to come on for the last one and draw something.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at my DMs right now. I'm like, oh, Lee might want to come play with us.
Everybody should be wanting to draw for the Flip City collaboration.
Hey, listen, I don't want to sound egotistical or anything, but I agree. Everybody.
Look at it like this. Okay, if you're a creator and you have a product that you're trying to promote, and you have an opportunity to spend a little time drawing something that could get you a free quarter-page ad in a quarterly magazine.
Well, beyond that, it also gets you published in print in Flip City magazine. And you can correct me. Anybody that's here can correct me if I'm wrong. It seems to me a decent amount of people in the independent space, they really only have like self-publishing credits.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets you published outside of just yourself. You're in a you're in a nationally distributed magazine, and I think it's pretty cool and worth it.
Look, you get a free ad spot, you get a free banner on the website. There's a whole bunch of things if you win the contest that comes along with it. Okay, so
but even if you don't, win though, Pops, you know,
you're still in the magazine. We're still talking about you. You're out here. People are seeing you do art. That's cool. It's all promotional. It's all marketing. It's all networking. It's just good business sense. You got an hour. Draw something funny for the Flip City collaboration. Just do it.
Yeah, and besides that, gosh,
like you did.
I know. By the way, you got a shout out on my show, Q, this last week because I'm basically because we're doing all of this live and we're showing the art anyway. When I do promos, I'm showing what's coming in to hopefully build hype. So when the voting comes around, more people want to vote, you know. Well, the other thing too is because we've been publishing kind of outside the indie scene for 5 years, a lot of our readers aren't people that like are Comicsgate or, you know what I mean? Like we have a lot of readers that have no other way to have ever found you for any reason because they're not crowdfunding backers and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think it just expands the circle a little bit more.
Yes. That's all. Look, networking. That's what it's all about. When I started doing this 5 years ago, yesterday, the day before, when I started doing this, the only way I was going to grow was to go out there and meet more people and get involved in what other people were doing, and I wasn't even thinking about where we're at now. Back then, it was just I needed guests for the one monthly show I did. Right? I had to book 60 guests to a weekend show once a month. That was crazy.
I'm sorry, you had to book 60 guests
to a weekend show once a month. That's what I was doing for 39 months. That's what CromCon was. We'd start in the day and we'd go one creator after another, after another, after another. We give them 30 minutes to come out and promote their shit, and we move on to the next guy, and the next guy, and the next guy, and the next guy. And then at the end of Saturday night, we had a big old panel of people, right? Just like a panel that you would see at a Comic-Con. Okay? So we had this huge thing that we did. We started it, like I said, 5 years ago. Yesterday was Brian Polito from Lady Death was the first closer on CromCon. He's the one that ended the show for CromCon #1. He ran a panel, and it just kept growing and growing. But I mean, I had to go out and work and meet these people and talk to these people and get to know these people and ask them to come on my show. And I had to book this show all day Saturday, all day Sunday, the last weekend of the month, right? And it was crazy because I'd get done with the show. The next day, I would be doing a Monday Madness show with 4 people who hadn't been able to book a CromCon spot, right? Because there was always overflow, people who couldn't get a spot. So that's how Monday Madness became a thing, was overflow for CromCon. And then it became a weekly show, and then that became a thing. And before you knew it, we had all these weekly shows, and I couldn't do CromCon anymore. But CromCon was an all-month job. The next day after CromCon was over, I would be right back to booking next month's show. Hey, do you want to come back next month? Hey, you missed last month. Do you want to come out next month? Do you got something to promote? And I'd start booking for next month and promoting next month. And it was an all-month job. It was crazy. And then when we started adding weekly shows, it's like I can't do CromCon and run a network. It's going to have to be one or the other, and that's how we ended up being a network. But it's always been networking is the growth. Every time I invited somebody to come out and be on the show, well, of course, they're telling their friends, their fans, they're going to be on the show. And then their fans found out about us and what we were doing. And that's how we grew.
I personally enjoy networking. I like meeting people.
It is the biggest part of this, man. The more people that you network with, the bigger you're going to be. That's it.
I'm doomed.
You what?
I'm doomed. I hate meeting people. Live in the woods, man.
I think like that sentiment is exactly why agents make a lot of money, because basically you find the people that don't have the talent, that love meeting people or are just good at it, and they make a lot of money off of people like you. So I'm considering becoming an agent.
Basically telling me I'm a total rube.
What's that?
Thanks. I feel so much better now. Please continue.
No, I missed it. What'd you say?
I said, so you're basically saying I'm a total rube.
No. What I know is because I hang out with a bunch of artists and you guys are all the same.
Yeah.
Not all, but a lot.
Like mostly.
That seems like the biggest thing. And I think it's probably, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but to me it feels like it's like being too humble, like to your detriment, like it's too hard to like promote yourself, like it feels too cringe.
There's that happy medium between how do I promote myself without feeling like I'm being egocentric or egotistical.
Well, my take on it is always being an artist or a writer is it's a very like solitary thing. You have to be able to be alone for long periods of time, because if you're in a crowd talking with people, you're not working. So our kind of like ability to interact with people is shut off just by necessity of what we do.
Well, I mean, think about it. Back in the day, the only Comic-Cons were the big ones. The rest of the times, the guys were in the bullpens working. Yeah. It wasn't, they didn't travel all over the world doing Comic-Cons instead of being at work making comics.
Exactly.
It's just completely different now than it was in the beginning. And you got to find the fine line between where's marketing compared to product. Okay. And everybody's got to understand that you can have the best product in the world. If nobody knows about it, nobody knows about it. Or you can have a great marketing campaign and sell people a pet fucking rock.
Oh, Pop, what are you doing to me? You're going to make me talk to people.
I'm telling you that it's a marketing campaign that wins. You guys remember? You guys remember No Fear?
Kind of.
Do you remember that little No Fear logo?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The one you find it in jeans and all.
That dude bought billboards all over the nation and just put that logo up 6 months before he sold anything. By the time he got around to selling stuff, everybody knew that logo.
No fear.
Dude, he made a killing.
That's why I'm here to
Killing.
to see
We're
if,
buying some billboard space and putting a logo up.
to see what
No, first you have to find the dude with the deep pockets, or have deep pockets yourself, and then.
Well, I'm just saying that dude. He didn't invest
with
a
the
whole lot of money in
sack.
a marketing campaign. He put his logo on some billboards in good spots or whatever, right? The point is that everybody knew what it was without knowing what it was. Nobody knew he was going to make hats and T-shirts or anything out of that logo, but everybody was seeing the logo. It was premier branding, and that didn't cost him much at all.
I have deep pockets. There's just nothing in them.
On the grand scheme of what advertising costs back then, that didn't cost him much at all. You know, there wasn't big internet still. Internet was still kind of small then. It was that's what I mean. It was a brilliant marketing campaign. I pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As the brand says, no fear.
I mean, there was even people selling off-brand shirt like Some Fear. One of them was, let me see, Some Fear, because if you ain't because if your wheels ain't coming out from under you, you ain't going as fast as you could. It was a NASCAR shirt, Some Fear. Because if you ain't 1 inch away from the wall, you ain't going as fast as you could. Some Fear. You know, they had a bunch of them, man. But that's the point. A great marketing campaign also breeds other products. I have no idea what that dude had in mind on day one. I don't know if he envisioned shirts, hats, everything, or if he just had like, oh, I'm gonna make t-shirts. Who knows, right? If he envisioned how far that could go when he first thought of it, you know. I know when I first started thinking about building this network, I had no idea what Roku was.
Or Pilled.
Somebody told me, yeah, I didn't know about Pilled. There's a lot of things, you know, it's like you learn through networking. I met Christy. I found out about Pilled.
Yeah.
Where we at right now?
Yeah.
We're on Pilled.
I'm in the Pilled chat right now with you, probably, Pops.
Yep.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm going to put a sticker. Actually, here, let me show you.
What?
Do. All right. So, Pops, if you want to pop that up, it's a streaming platform.
Okay.
And we don't have that many people watching right now, but if you look to the right, that's the chat.
Oh.
And right there, and you can drop stickers, they're gifts, and you can upload them and everything. It's really fun. Like
is it run in a browser like this or?
Yeah, it's online. It's pill.net.
Yeah, it's a like as far as streaming platforms go, it's relatively small. And then if you look here on this is what my two most favorite things about Pilled are the chat features and also that you can see everybody who's live over on the right hand side.
Oh, that's cool.
The left hand side.
On the left hand side. Yeah.
Then why are we using StreamYard instead of Pilled?
No. Pilled is like YouTube. It's a place you stream to.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's an alternative version of YouTube.
Yeah, it's like a place you stream to, but it's way more fun than YouTube. It's way more relaxed than YouTube. You don't have Google overlords up your ass there.
Yeah. A
So,
snake bite to the head is more fun than YouTube.
yeah, I mean, it's, it's way more fun. And the features, like she said, the GIF feature, you can drop little funny stuff in the chat,
Well, you can also
also
upload.
sending-
You
I
can
also like,
upload your own, which
Yeah.
is really, really cool. Like this one, I'm going to drop as my favorite sticker that I've made.
Mhm.
And it's really easy. Basically, you just have a GIF and you upload it, and it stays in your, like, I'll open my stickers real quick. So you have different tabs. You can favorite stickers. You have everything that you've uploaded. So you can see I've made like madness stickers and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Okay.
And then
there's
you can browse them as well. The browsing isn't the best. Like, you can't search that well, but they're constantly working on the platform to make it better and more user friendly.
Now I'm gonna tell you the thing about the platform that I really
Hey,
like.
Ghost Pepper.
The thing I like the most, I sent him a link. He should be in here. The thing I like about the most about the platform actually is the fact that you can send your chat. You can raid somebody else's channel at the end of your show and send your viewers to their show, which is, what do we call that, Christy? Networking.
Yes, because what the cool thing that happens when you do that is they pop a top banner up saying incoming raid from your channel. So right there, everybody's seeing your channel name. And then everybody that was watching your show pops up on the right side in the chat as being, being one of the raiders to the channel. So your branding happens over and over. Like, if you have like 100 people watching you and you raid somebody else, that's like a huge raid, and your name pops up over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, it's networking. It's like you let these other channels know that you see them and you appreciate what they're doing, and they see you live when they're checking out. Now, I think I'm gonna send a raid to that person today, and we send raids to different people because we want to expand the network. Ghost Pepper, who you see in the chat right there, is our new co-host for Monday Madness.
also, he said duties.
Yeah, I know. He said duties. He said daddy duty, and that scared me the most.
Yeah, those are the stinkiest kind of duties.
But yeah, man, Flip Pilled is a great place. Like I said, that's how I met Christy. That's how I met Kaz through Christy. That's how our network became a legit network, is because of networking with people I met on Pilled, or people that I met that introduced me to Pilled, that I met other people on Pilled. And guess what we're doing tonight, Christy?
What are we doing tonight?
There is a show on Pilled.
That's right. I cannot forget tonight. Okay, can I plug this show?
Yes, you may.
Okay, so there's this lady who's been using
Can you
using
pull up her
Pilled for
channel?
yes, I'll find her. Oh, actually she's live right now. So I'm going to
shit.
I'm going to pull up her channel, but I'm going to pause it so, we're not hearing the whole thing. Let me represent. All right, there's this lady. She's been a Pilled user for many years, and she recently started an entertainment show called Foxhole Squares, and she does it every Saturday night on her channel. It's a decently well-produced Hollywood Squares type show where people can win the monetization over on Pilled is called Gold Pills.
Hold up.
And if
Can
you
go
see,
back? Can you go to her channel where the replays are and pull up one of the actual, so they can see what the screen looks like of the show?
yeah.
Thank you. That'd be awesome. There it is. Foxhole Squares right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so Pops is going to be a contestant on Foxhole
Oh, I'm going to
Squares.
be the square.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, goody.
Cause said you were going to be a contestant.
Everybody keeps saying that, but Sandra assured me that I will be in the square on the Foxhole Squares tonight.
Anyway,
awesome.
I'm particularly very supportive and really behind the Foxhole Squares because it's pure entertainment. That is something that Foxhole, Pilled, they're interchangeable, those two names.
Yeah.
Uh they the people who stream there, it's very, very news commentary heavy, and I'd love to see a lot more entertainment happening over there. That's why I am like within like Madness Comic and the indie space in general, really trying to get more people to stream to Pilled, so there's more choices beyond news commentary. So
Now, if you want to stream your show to Pilled and you don't want to have to go through all the bullshit, you just hit me up. We add your show to our network, and you're on Pilled. It's that simple.
yeah, don't you have some new shows coming soon, or aren't you? What's going on?
I'm not sure what all we got going on, really. I know that the Iron Age Knights are bringing their show to the network. I mean, there's just so much. Some of it I can't talk about. Some of it I can hint at. I've been talking to Mike Barron.
Iron Age Knights, you say? They're coming?
Yes. Daniel, your boy from another night.
I had Daniel on my show. I love Daniel.
Daniel's awesome. He's been a serious supporter of what I've been doing since I started, and I look forward to him bringing their show. They're only doing a monthly thing right now, but he did say that he wants to bring it over, so we'll be hooking him up in the StreamYard here real soon. Apex, what's up? George Carlin did have awesome funny news. He did. Look, the whole thing is Pilled is, like she said, it's commentary heavy, but we want entertainment. We want to bring more entertainment there. Obviously, we're getting a following there. We have we've been invited to be one of the squares on Foxhole Squares, and most everybody in that show has been on Foxhole way, 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 way longer than me.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I was asked to be a square, because we've been on Foxhole since almost the beginning, because one of the people who was helping with the development of it, we were sponsoring him at the time. So I've got a really low user number, proving that we've been on Foxhole for a long time. But I neglected building any kind of community over there. So I was surprised early on I was asked to be a square, but nobody fucking knew who I was.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I threw myself out there. I thought Zoso was asking for contestants, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I'll play the game, right? I mean, and then I found out later that because I'm a streamer there, they wanted me to be a square, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm ready for that. And then last night Zoso was like, yeah, you're a contestant, and the other contestant is so and so, and I was like, wait a minute. So I sent Sandra another message. Are you sure? I said, I'm prepared either way, but am I going to be a square or am I going to be a contestant? And she said, no, you're a square. I said, cool. All right.
Look, it's our mutual friend, Cosmic Grandpa.
It's our boy right there. And I get to join them guys tonight and be squares. Man, that's going to be so much fun. I mean, look, when I first hit Pilled, I went and looked at channels. I went and looked at people. I was like, and yeah, I like what this guy does. Yeah, I like what this guy does. And I only really found one person who I've only encountered one person on Pilled that I didn't like since I started. So
who was it?
I don't even remember. I just blocked him. Because I was like, I didn't come here just to get into fucking social media arguments with people. I'm trying to bring something different to the platform. Something that I saw that there wasn't enough of. I mean, I think Christy and Java and Music Man and Zoso. They're, you know, I mean, the ones that are playing music and the ones that are doing art stuff. I mean, you know, I went looking for those people, right? And followed them because, yeah, I want to be part of this, man. I love the way this platform is built.
Yeah. I don't know. That's the thing too. I think people, go to Pilled and they get a little frustrated. Like it's a time, in my opinion, it's a small little learning curve to learn how to use the platform.
Mhm.
But I think it's kind of obvious, but it's also, I've been using Pilled for a while. Here's everybody that's live. So that's also why I think it's super cool to stream to, is no matter how small your channel is or how few viewers you have, you're going to pop up on this sidebar as live. So it just helps with, exposure.
And you can see like the people on the sidebar that have the like moving avatars and stuff to try and grab your attention. Hey, come look at me, right? All this stuff. Okay. But the best thing, look, guys, I'm on a lot of platforms right now. We're on 7 different platforms. There's only one platform that goes out on their social media and tells people that we're live. And that's Pilled. They actually promote our shows on their social media. And you can't ask for more than that from the platform you're streaming on.
Let's see.
It's like being on Kickstarter and Kickstarter actually going out on YouTube or not YouTube, but X, and making a post highlighting your campaign only.
I think I'll have to like hang out here like a little bit more before I decide to like make a show and stuff. I'm still getting used to like actually being a social human being and like listening to other people.
Well, see, we got cures for that too, because we have co-host opportunities where you don't have to invest in the whole deal and you just come out as a co-host, and somebody else like me is already handling all the production part of it.
See, I could do that because that way you can do like 90% of the talking, and then I can just chime in with a joke and be like, dun da da, and then go back to you talking.
Yeah, well, this is the kind of stuff. Look, my What's Your Issue show on Fridays. I pretty much am going to probably be giving that off to Jonathan when he's ready. Okay, the Tuesday Morning Brew show, man. I gave that to Lori over 2 years ago, and that was one of the best things I could have done. Okay, I build shows. I don't want to do them all. I build them and I give you guys opportunities to come out and platform yourselves and network with each other.
One thing I would love to do, as long as we're talking about this, is do you remember like Weird Al Yankovic used to have like his own little show, Al TV? Whenever you release an album, he'd do like Al TV on MTV.
Yes.
You ever saw those? I would love to do something like that, just something like totally wacky and like offbeat and goofy.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Look, it's like this. The platform is available to you. It's how much do you want to do it? Are you willing to dedicate the time to making sure it goes off consistently, bi-weekly or weekly or whatever? See, a lot of people think that, oh, Pops just does. They have no idea how much work goes into this network.
Yeah.
They have no idea. None of them could do it. All the people that talk shit, they couldn't do what I do.
Exactly.
They have a regular job that they have to go to, and they have a comic that they're trying to produce. Look, this takes all my time because I don't have those other obligations.
See, that's just it.
I could do this.
I will have to learn a lot more because I don't want to like make a show for like a month and then all of a sudden disappear. Oh my gosh, somebody watches Ask Chuck Dixon. Yeah, woohoo.
Sorry, Carrie. Look, we tried to space them ads out to 18 minutes. YouTube is just, look, go to Pilled, go to Rumble, go to X, Facebook, go, I mean, it's playing everywhere. It's just, I can't control what YouTube keeps doing to our channel. YouTube sucks ass. That's all.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. You can see like we're just popping stuff up there all the time. And they really like the draw streams, guys. They really like
Kick
them.
ass.
I hate to not be doing draw streams on Pilled because those were some of our better draws over there. You know, Flip City.
I'm very proud of keeping with the same theme for my thumbnails. I think that looks kind of badass.
Well, I mean, I can't keep. I keep with the same theme for each show, but
yeah,
we got fucking 30 different.
I wasn't. That wasn't me putting you down, Pops. I'm just proud of myself.
Yeah, no ads on Pilled, man. No ads over there, Carrie. Go over there. Just go over there. We already know you're over there. And then we can put them little halos and angels and stuff when you show up. See, it's more fun when you go to Pilled, Carrie. It really is. And if you're on Pilled right now, if you're on Pilled right now, here's my little message to YouTube. Dude, thank you, Ghost Pepper. Look, man, I was really glad that Ghost Pepper jumped up when Levi had to step back. I was really glad because I wanted somebody who was a regular on Pilled to be part of the network in some way. I mean, Christy is obviously, but I wanted some more people from Pilled interacting and networking with what we do. And look, when Ghost Pepper jumped up, I was like, fucking hell yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. We're also going to be talking to a couple of the other artists on Pilled about the show to the network, because there are a few other people over there that do art streams, you know.
Hey, I did want to address that because I might actually start a new stream with Vasilis. He loved my conspiracy corner and was like, "Oh, that dude is a conspiracy nerd, like big time." And he said that he and his wife have been talking for a long time about wanting to start a conspiracy centered talk show. I don't know exactly what their concept is, but I talked to him backstage and we were both like super excited about the prospect of maybe doing it together and probably streaming to each of our platforms. And I'd suggest that we also add it to the madness as well.
Yes.
And well, the thing is, like, he told me his wife is a psychic and stuff too. So I'm like, oh, dude, this will be so much fun. So because they're Greek, I'm assuming we'd be streaming like my time, like in the morning or like really early afternoon. So Carrie, you might have a Flip City-ish show soon enough. But I told Vasilis, I said, finish your campaign out and then ping me again if you want to do this. Because that's the thing. He knows that if he's not obligated by somebody else, they're never going to have it happen. So I think he's excited to have somebody besides his wife involved so that I can bug him and make sure we're doing it like once a week or whatever we decide, you know. So I'm excited. We'll see what happens.
I would throw my name in the hat if you need somebody to produce a show, whatever you want to do, you know. I'm over here. I'm over here because, whatever platforms you're not streaming it on, we will definitely put it there under the madness banner.
Yeah. And well, that was basic.
If you have it on Pilled, I'm not going to put it on Pilled too, right? I'm gonna let you get the views for Pilled, okay, and the gold pills and all the stuff that comes with your show. You see what I'm saying? But if it's not on Twitch or Rumble or the other places, then I will definitely make sure it's going there. You see?
Yes. Well,
or
anyway,
replay it.
Basically, yeah, basically, just the quick thing when we were discussing it was I offered myself to produce it, and basically let them have the spotlight because I've been learning so much from
I thought you wanted to
Cosmic
be on.
Grandpa.
Okay, I thought you wanted to be on the show.
You know, what I was thinking, because seriously, this has not been developed yet. It's like
Right.
literally at the talking stage.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, I'm like, oh, you know, if they want to kind of make it a talk show type of thing, I can play like the Ed McMahon type and kind of like hang out to the side and chime in, you
Comic
know,
relief.
every once in a
That's
while.
what I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
comic relief. Yeah, I get it. I was gonna say, man, does he know Aaron?
Who?
Aaron Moriarty.
No, does who know Aaron?
Basilisk.
Oh, no, definitely not. Probably not. Very highly unlikely.
Holy crap. Can you imagine the two of them on a show together?
Oh man, that'd be fun. Well, see, because he had said he wanted to do it like a talk show type of thing, I'm assuming we'd have a new guest every week.
Oh, dude.
You know.
That
anyway, I need to refill my coffee. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Should I stop my screen?
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
And we need to look at what Q. We need to look at Q some more. What are you doing, Q? So I'm just sitting here, man. Oh, he ain't even there. Oh, yeah, okay. He's I can't hear you.
Where is this?
What are you doing, Q? What? Yeah, see.
What am I doing? I'm taking a break.
You're not allowed to take breaks. Who said you can take a break?
Just take a break of what I'm listening to your view about the pill.net.
Dude,
and all of it. Awesome.
I really do like that platform. There's no doubt. And there's people over there watching right now. You know, and it's the same. Like with it's not the same as Rumble. Like Rumble, you can go over there and look, man. There'll be people watching. Nobody will say nothing. The chat is dead, and you're like,
dead.
Hi, everybody. Hi, lurkers. You know, say something. They never say anything. But if you go look, we get tons of views on Rumble. We get no interaction, right? YouTube, it's hit or miss because you know they'd be stealing views from us all the time anyway, so you have no idea what the real numbers are. But you see people in the chat talking, you know people are here, right? You see that there's people watching. Pilled, it's just like way cooler because the people actually interact, man. You know.
Pilled believe First Amendment.
It's a much smaller platform, but we get just as much interaction as we do on YouTube. A much smaller platform. So, you know, I mean, it's all about growing. It's all about networking, putting yourself everywhere you can be seen. It's a lot of work.
I agree.
Hey, Mad Overlord. Where do people find you, by the way? Like, where are you hanging out?
Why would
or
anyone
post, or at least post?
So basically, I'm only on X, and I have like a website. I'm kind of a hermit.
What's your X handle?
At MAD__, 2 underscores, Overlord.
Oops.
Somebody drop that in the chat for me.
Actually, you know what? Why don't I just post it in the chat? Oh my gosh, I'm such a kook.
Oh yeah, we're already following each other. Good.
Carrie said she would want you to be on the show.
She's so sweet.
Yes.
Carrie cares.
There you go. Mad Overlord. People go check him out.
That's me.
And we will be talking to this man. We will make sure that he becomes more of a fixture on the network.
Well, it's fun just like listening to you guys because you guys have like all these plans and all these ideas, and it's very interesting to listen to, and it makes me just listening to you guys made me think like, oh, I could do this and I could do this and I could do this. So it's infectious.
Oh, that's so nice.
It is like listening to people like that want to actually do things. Well, think about it. Like you probably have like friends that like instigated you to do things. If you have friends that are just like, oh, I just want to sit on this couch and watch TV, you'll end up sitting on the couch watching TV with those goofballs.
You want to hear a funny ass story about that?
Sure.
When I first started doing this, okay, I thought it would blow up like way bigger and faster than it did, right? Just because the concept was great.
Yeah.
And I thought, the CromCon thing, and after about 5 or 6 months, I was getting discouraged because I couldn't get any of the press people to drop press releases about it.
Okay.
Okay, so I was getting a little bit upset, right? And I said something online, and then Brian Polito got in my inbox, and he's like, hey, yo, don't worry about who sees you. Worry about how much you're talking, It's like, just keep doing what you do, basically, is what he was saying. He was like, don't let he's like, look, nobody was talking about me for a long time. Through that whole court case, he's trying to get back his properties and everything. Is like nobody was giving Brian no love until he was free of that, and he's like, don't worry about what the press says, don't worry about what they're doing, worry about what you're doing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, here we are.
You are from the Midwest,
and now I do press releases for people, like I did one today. I don't know if y'all noticed today.
Probably not.
I dropped the press release. I dropped the press release for the Ditko verse.
Really?
Oh yeah. See, because Mark Ditko hit me up and asked about coming on some shows and talking about their new Indiegogo campaign that will be launching soon, and sent me a copy of the press release, and I started sending it around. I sent it to RJ. I dropped it on all my socials. 4.5 years ago, I was mad because I wasn't getting no press releases. Now I do press releases.
Yeah, Pops. You're on Twitter, obviously. I need to get your Twitter handle.
Madness Comic.
Just what?
Madness Comic. Is
that all it is?
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. I don't know. I will look right now, and it better be right, or otherwise.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So somebody told me, just keep doing what you do. Don't worry about it. And I just had that thought that, today I made a press release about something, and 4 years ago I was complaining because nobody would do a press release about me.
Okay, actually, I'm already following you.
Huh?
I'm actually already following you, and you're following me already.
Yes, we do.
I'm gonna have to crank up. Let's see.
I know you have a ton of followers, dude.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's because I annoy people. I just crack jokes. And I annoy folks.
Look, and this is part of it. See, you have to build a following on being funny, right? I mean, you can build a following on drama, but it's not going to translate to money. But if you're funny, people will throw money at you.
But you understand the upper Midwest sense of humor, where it's like you say things and it's so deadpan that it could be a joke and it could not be.
People just don't know. Yeah,
exactly. And so I find that people are really attracted to that. Some people think I'm serious, and then they want to start a fight, but then I just ignore them anyway because I'm a jerk. But it gets me followers.
Oh man. See, and it's like I mean, Twitter, we all know Twitter's a cesspool. Right?
That's the understatement of the year, my friend.
If you let it, you can get caught up in all kind of dumb shit. I
Yeah.
usually go say my piece and then I leave the conversation.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
see what anybody else says, right? I said my piece, I'm out.
Yeah,
right?
you just swoop in there, annoy everybody, and then go on with your day.
If there's anybody that's looking for a social media where you can actually do kind of more professional networking and leave a lot of bullshit behind, I would suggest Substack. That's to me so far, at least. We've been on Substack for a while, but we're trying to like improve what we're doing over there and network more on Substack. But what it looks like to me is everybody's more helpful over there. The networking's really kind of savage. Like a lot of people are networking and collaborating over there, and it attracts smart users because it's people that are expecting to read on Substack, and you don't get that on any other social media, so you've got thinking people over there.
Right. And if I was a writer, though, I'd be writing books and stories.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though, Pops. They're over there to promote their novels and things like that, but they're writing short stories and essays and stuff like that to promote their work.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll definitely have to hit you up on that in the future because I'm curious because I would love to like find a way to promote my stuff more.
Somebody else asked me if I wanted to build a Substack, and I was like, I don't have time to write an article every week or every month or like if I had somebody running my social media for me, then yeah, I'd tell them I need a Substack. You see what I'm saying? But I don't have anybody running that stuff for me, and I have a hard enough time keeping up with all the stuff I already do.
Yeah, well, like for me in particular with Substack, and I am really encouraging Scott to go over there and muse more, in promotion for the magazine, because what he does often is he'll do ranting screeds to me that are fucking hilarious, and I'm like, dude, if you just go type that up real quick and post it to Substack, go do it.
Hey, here's what you do. Kitty. The next time he starts one of them rants, you record it.
Oh, and then I can just transcribe it.
You type the text. There you go. Talk to text. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. Yeah.
Make this easy on you, baby.
Yes, thank you.
I'm reminded of what was it? Bill Blazowski. Does anybody know that name?
Nope.
Sounds familiar.
Bill Blazowski was a character in a movie called Night Shift. Does anybody know that movie?
I remember. Is that the one with oh my gosh, Henry Winkler and
yes.
Who's the guy who played Batman?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton was Bill Blazowski, and Bill Blazowski was an idea man.
Okay.
His brain was always working on ideas. So he carried a little cassette recorder with him so he could say them into the recorder so he would not forget them.
I've never seen it. I just saw I remember the ad used to be on TV.
He did this. He pulled the recorder out and he said, tuna and mayonnaise together in the can. Click. That's it. He would record all of his ideas. Every time he came up with something, he would just record it, whether it was good, bad, indifferent, otherwise, whatever. Right? He was an idea man. That's the kind of brain I have. All I do is always what's next. What are we going to do next? Okay. It's a draw stream. It used to be a draw stream. Now it's kind of a hangout. What are we going to do next? Do you see what I'm saying? I don't have time to worry about what It was, I have to think about what it's going to be, where we're going next. I have to be in the now thinking about where we're going next. Not in the past worried about what happened. Everybody has to think that way. And you gotta live right here. And you always have to have your next plan ready to go.
Yeah. I do that too.
I know you do.
We're pivoters over here. We're like, okay, that's not working.
Next. Well, I always see your wheels turning though. You know, you're always thinking about ways to expand your audience, like joining the Slaughterville game stream. Right?
You know, that's so funny. So you know, I'll occasionally like join game things, and Scott doesn't like it that much because it takes time, right? And I had to tell him, I'm like, honey, this is just networking, and I'm having fun doing it. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. Look, I would play video games like last year, a couple of years ago. I'd be playing video games and I'd feel guilty because I wasn't working. Right? So I started broadcasting me playing the video games so that at least it was content on the network and I felt like I was doing something for the network.
Right. Yep.
Someday in the future, Pops. Someday in the future, Pops, I want to learn how you did that because I would love to stream like video games.
That's easy.
Oh, I have no idea how to do it. But since my shtick is like I love like the old like mad scientist monster movies. There's a whole bunch of like mad scientist video games that I would stream, like evil genius and stuff like that.
We do all that kind of stuff, man. But I mean, like now I'm too busy. You notice there's no more Pops playing video games online because I'm too busy to play video games online. I might have a little time to play a couple hands of poker every now and then on PlayStation. That's about it. You know.
Well, one of the things I've been thinking of is right now I'm working on this book, but in the future I would love to like, since I told you before I was in the game industry, I would love to actually try to start my own game studio. That's like in the works.
That look, you want to do a weekly stream where you come out and play a game and you progress, and like for us it was like the main thing was to make sure that you don't play the game when you're not on the show.
Yeah.
Always come back and pick it up where you were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, play for a couple hours, whatever, and then cut the stream, and then next time you come out, you pick it up right there. You know, it's hard to get people to only play that game when they're streaming.
Well, that's no problem because
but you want it to be a consecutive show. You don't want them to miss out on levels 5 through 8.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you don't want to play when they're not watching. You want to. So if you do decide to do a show like that, try to keep it all consecutive, so the fans see the whole progression of the character.
Yeah. Well, that's the easy part. I don't know like how to stream it, how to do all to actually record it and stuff.
Do you play on PlayStation or what?
No, I just play like on Steam.
No, dude, that's just sharing a screen.
I don't know.
It's just sharing a screen. Like, look, it's just like this. I'm going to share a screen right now. It's just sharing a screen.
I've never done this. So, because another thing, like I said, if I like start working on my own game company.
I'm sharing a screen right now. That's all. It's that simple. We just share your screen to the stream.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Down below where it says present.
Mm-hmm.
Click on present.
Okay. Slide the PDFs, video file, image file, share screen. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And it's that simple.
See, I learned something new every day. Good thing I stopped in here.
Stop.
New skills unlocked.
Oh my gosh, I'm so smart now. The rest of the day, I can goof off.
Yeah, if you decide you want to do a show on the network, I will teach you how to run all this streaming stuff. Takes about 15 minutes. You'll be able to run the stream, or if you want me to produce, I do that too. Doesn't matter. But it's like I love that kind of stuff, and I don't have the time to do it right now. So if somebody else wants to do a video gaming stream on the network, we got you. We got a place for you.
Can you actually see what I'm doing?
Yeah, we'd watch you playing. We'd
No,
see your screen.
I just shared the screen, so I don't know if you can share two screens at the same time.
You didn't share it to us. I don't see it. I don't see it.
There's another drop down that you need to choose your screen.
Okay. Well, maybe like sometime later in the week we can like try to. We can monkey around with it.
I can give you a 15-minute tutorial and you'd be a StreamYard pro.
Okay. Woohoo! Oh, my life is complete.
There's a whole bunch of people in our network that I'm taught how to use StreamYard, man. It's like,
because I tried making I did a couple Rumble videos on this because I make I don't know if I told Pops, but the rest of you, I'm working on a new Choose Your Own Adventure book, but this one's going to be big as like a phone book, and I did like 2 Rumble videos on it, and I'm like, but they didn't get any traction, so I'm wondering like how to do if I could do a video with me working, because I'm working in this software on this, because obviously with a draw stream that's a little bit more exciting. So I don't know if a writing stream would be very exciting. So I'm trying to think of different ways to make a writing stream exciting for people to tune into.
Writing streams is hard. You got to get with other writers. If you get a couple of writers together, that makes it easier. Like if you had a guest like Mike Barron or Chris Brown or somebody every week, another writer, and you picked a certain topic that you were going to pick their brain about each week.
Yeah.
Something like that. That would probably go off well. If it was the same thing over and over, you know what I mean? It would lose luster fast. So,
because art is interesting. It's interesting watching Hugh work on. That's cool. Watching some guy type words into a screen is probably pretty boring.
Well, it's not so much watching them type; it's talking about the your different processes or whatever, dropping ideas back and forth, playing idea ping pong, or somebody like Mike Barron. You're going to pick his brain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're going to want to know, this is one of the best writers out here for the comic medium. What does he know that I need to know?
Yeah.
Right. You see, so every time, every show, as long as the topic you were going at the writer with was different.
Yeah. But the thing is how to make a show. I am not a popular comic book writer. So as a single schlub who's not a popular writer, how can I make something interesting that people will tune into?
Well, are the questions if you had Mike Barron here right now and you could ask him questions, are the questions you have something that would be educational and entertaining for the fans to watch, not knowing what the answers are going to be?
Yeah. Is he ever in the Sunday streams?
It's like you run the show. You see what I'm saying? Are your questions, is your format going to be entertaining enough that the fans are going to be happy, that the fans are going to like watching it? They know you're going to ask informative questions, that they're going to get something from the answer, right? If you present that kind of a platform to the writers that come on the show and the fans that watch the show, you're going to be successful. If all your questions are expected to get a joke response, you're going to want to let people know this is a comedy show, not a informative and educational show. It's how you present it. You see what I'm saying? It's always like with Christy, man. Flip City is amazing. She's got the segments. Some of them are really funny. Some of them are informative. It's a show that people watch. The guests want to be on and people want to see because they know she's going to provide them with entertainment.
I basically have the best show in the entire world. Nobody can compete.
Unfortunately, I missed almost all of your answer, Pops, because the stream dropped me.
Well, you're going to have to go watch the replay.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Just mark it. It's at the 149 mark of the show. Right?
Gosh darn
1 hour,
it.
49 minutes in, which is about a good time for us, I think, to call it. If you want to know the truth, 2 hours is good for me.
My computer's starting to die, so.
Oh, that's why.
There we go. There we go. All right. We're gonna go around the room, do what we always do. Ladies first, Christy.
Oh,
Christy.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Ah.
I'm gonna turn my camera on.
They always want seconds. They need minutes.
One.
There. We're on all kinds of platforms at Flip City Mag. Over on YouTube, X, Rumble, Pilled, Substack, and Facebook at Flip City Mag. If you want to connect with me on a personal level, Facebook, Kitty Phillips, and X at Kitty Flip City.
See, she says Kitty Phillips. I say Kitty Flips.
I know everybody says Kitty Flips, but
no, I say Phillips.
Oh, Phillips.
I still put the I in there.
Filetto fish.
I still put the I in there, but I put the emphasis on the lips. Phillips.
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 As long as it's not hot lips.
Well, because
That's
Kitty
offensive.
always comes out with them big red, you know what I mean? It's like
a lipstick.
Yeah, I mean, Kitty is Phillips.
Yeah, she's a fun character. I wish she'd show up every once in a while. Take some pressure off of me.
More. I would love to see more of Kitty.
Well, she hangs out in Slaughterville. Apparently, she's a resident there, and I've heard that she's terrified for next week because she has no idea what situation she's walking into.
I just want to know. I need to apologize to you for dragging you behind me, pushing you in front of me, pushing you out of the way, taking your spear.
Holy shit. I am going to have to watch that stream.
I hope you have a better next week. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody could, we couldn't hear you. We couldn't see you. You probably got shoved in front of me a whole bunch of times and accidentally dragged behind me if you were still holding onto the spear. But you know,
awesome.
I did use the spear to the best of the group's ability, you know, to their advantage. I got the werewolf in the throat with the silver spear. Dante is just a badass, and people don't realize. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh man, yeah, dude, Pops. I my alarm woke me up on that morning, and I looked out the window. And just like fractal vision, I'm like, I can't do anything right now. So I feel bad that I didn't even notify you guys or anything, but I figured you guys could handle it without me last week.
Never look at the sun first thing in the morning, ever.
Oh, it's bad.
Ever. Now, see, for me, I want to show you guys a little bit of, what do you call it? Seeing the vision without knowing it was coming. I woke up this morning, and rarely do I put on a Marvel shirt, but I was just feeling Spider-Man. And then I go check my email, and there's an email from Mark Ditko. Those kind of things happen to me all the time, guys.
Nice.
It's like,
is he related to Steve Ditko?
Yeah, he's his nephew, bro. We're gonna have him on the show here real soon.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like I didn't know I was gonna. Well, I mean, somebody had told me they were gonna put me in touch, but I didn't know it was gonna be today. I didn't know I'd hear from him today. I just woke up today and felt a little Spider-Man, and I put on a Spider-Man shirt. Then I sit down in the chair, and there's Mark Ditko in my email, and it was like, I was feeling it, you know. There it is. I want to thank Tom for making that connection for me, and you know, it's networking, people. That's what freaking networking is all about, right there. So, you know, do the thing. What is up, Nick? Nick. Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
Oh, don't call him that. Jeez.
Nick. I remember that.
Call him Cage. Call him Cage. Nick Cage. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Mad Overlord. We already know where they can find you. Mad _Overlord on the X.
Yep.
You
can also find me at www.madoverlord.com.
There you go.
Okay, go.
Cute.
You could always find us here in the Madness Comic Network on all the platforms you can think of, including this one at Bill.net. Peace.
Click on the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the